This is a pivotal week in the decades-long case of Eric and Lyle Menendez. A California parole board is holding hearings starting Thursday to determine if these men will be released. The brothers were sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for killing their father and mother back in 1989. Now, earlier this year, a judge resentenced them after huge public outcry and opened the door for their possible release. Under California law, Governor Gavin Newsom will have the final say. With us now, CNN legal analyst, criminal defense attorney, Joey Jackson. Joey, good morning to you. So let's start with the parole process. Unusual circumstances here. The brothers were not eligible for this until a few months ago. What should we expect?
So there's a lot to expect, Victor. Obviously, this is a case of much public significance, but the parole board has a responsibility now for determining their suitability for release. Well, what does that mean? It means the parole board is going to consider numerous factors. Of course, they'll consider the nature of the offense. We know it was a heinous murder of both parents, involving them being sentenced, that is the brothers, to 2 consecutive life terms. But they'll consider what has happened since then. What have they done in prison? Have they made efforts to rehabilitate themselves? Have they made efforts to rehabilitate others? Do they have any type of infraction history? What is the outcome or likelihood of them reoffending in any way or representing a danger to the public? So there'll be many factors to consider. We'll know that the prosecutor, who certainly can be present or have a representative of his office present, is opposing their release, indicating that they are liars, doesn't believe the fact that they were sexually assaulted or abused, not believing they've accepted accountability. However, the victims' families, their families, have really rallied around them and said enough is enough. And so that is going to be significant. They seem to have a lot of public support. They seem to have a lot of support from the prison. So there'll be both sides that are weighed in on, and ultimately the parole board will make a recommendation that the governor will have to act upon.